Greetings everyone, and we are back with another one of my shorties. In this episode, I think we are going to go over an invasion. So let's clutter this board up a little bit and take a look at a little bit of an invasion. Alright, so now we have a nicely unrealistic board in which we can decide to plan an invasion. And you can guess from the very large area that Black is trying to take for himself that the invasion is going to come in here. If I were to ask most people, where would you invade something like this? They're probably going to say, I'm going to hit the 3-3. We're going to try to do the 3-3 because, I think that goes to a ko or something. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that. Hit up that there 3-3. Bam, invasion, 3-3. We live, right? Well, when I said this is about an invasion, I didn't necessarily mean it was an invasion that we're going to live with. No, this is an invasion that we're going to try to kill off. Because everyone knows that if you do this, well now, there may just be a ko back here. Alright, not if Black plays twice. Right, there may just be a ko back here. But if Black thinks that they are very, very strong in the area, they do have an alternative. For example, could move to play a kill immediately. Because as you can see here, we're threatening to poke out this little eye. And if this eye is false, then we only have these 2 points down here in which to get our eye from, and that's not going to be enough. So White's going to try to protect it. Can't let live. That's the whole point of this. Now we can live, maybe because, there's some room back there, which Black will seek to poke out immediately. Like so. Alright, so there we have a pretty seemingly dead invasion. However, this is a very, very aggressive, very complicated variation, and the reason for that is how much Aji exists behind here. Usually going to ko is a very safe variation to play, because at least then it's contained, the life is obtained, it doesn't go anywhere. Unlike here, where we can see this, for example, is a threat to capture all the things. Can back off from that. This is similarly a threat to capture all the things, because our stone down here is in a lot of trouble. So we're going to have to save that as well. But that means White gets to Atari out. And this is why I put in all of these little stones in the area. Because like I mentioned, this can be a very, very complicated variation. And it can only be attempted in those rare circumstances when, one, none of the ladders work, and there's nowhere for White to run despite being on the outside now, no longer confined to the corner. White seems to be running away, so there has to be no possible way for this to leave anywhere. I mean, if we remove these stones off the board and we were attempting this variation, we'd be real stupid, right? Because this is gonna live immediately. And now what? You just screwed up everything. So although I'm showing you this lovely little variation, I do have to stress repeatedly, unless you have pretty much a veritable solid wall all over the place, pretty close to that corner, don't even make this attempt, because if this breaks out anywhere, you are going to lose. And I've played lots of games where I aggressively thought I had this sealed up enough that I can play that. And I was wrong, because there was just enough on the outside. There was like a poke here or something to net those stones, or there was a poke over here to try to draw these stones back out, and things went badly. So you can use this in your games. Do use this in your games if you think you're strong enough. I'd like to hear your stories on how they went well or how they went horribly. Do share those with me. I love reading the comments on how you use these things in your own games. But just keep in mind, it's super aggressive, it's super complicated, but it's also kind of fun. So experiment with it, have fun with it, and I will see you all next time.